Namaste, and welcome to Soul Horoscopes Orbits Report. From my webcam to yours, I'm Christopher Ray Witecki, your astrologer and soul biographer, here to help you put the pieces of your soul story together. And we have a shout out this week to our new friends at ohmtimes.com. If you go to ohmtimes.com, you'll see one of the greatest lightworker magazines on the planet, and you will see our horoscopes there as well. Well, the sun is now in chapter 3 of Libra. This is the master shui, the passionate, intense part of the transit. We'll be working on our long-term partnerships, our romantic marriages, and strategic business alliances as well. The classic kind of cliche of sun in Libra. The moon will be a bit intense this week. It will actually go full by the end of the week. It begins in cutoff Aquarius, then we're juicy in Pisces for 3 days, then a full moon in Aries on Friday night, and then of course we have a chill weekend in Taurus where we'll be manifesting. The moon signs most affected are Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, and Taurus, and the moons falling into the shadow or the dark side of the moon will be the Leo moon, Virgo moons, Libra, and Scorpio moons. Now, looking at orbits, man, this week it's kind of interesting. The moon, of course, starts in the crown, but then by the end of the week will shift all the way down to the root chakra for the full moon, which creates this opposition between the throat chakra and the root chakra. And because this is the full moon in Aries, this is the most intense full moon around survival, root chakra issues. So in each of your 12 horoscopes upstairs, I'll be talking about how this opposition might affect your health and how it affects your chakras in your system. Now, taking a look at the planets, let's start first with the constellations, a new little feature I put in this week, which I had pointed out. And we, of course, overlay the planets on top of this. There's a lot going on with the planets, and some of it has been going on for a long time, and I'm happy to announce some of it is finally ending. For one, we do have this trine between Black Lilith and Saturn. The good news is both Black Lilith and Saturn show that now they're unified at growing, moving forward, healing. And Black Lilith is at step 14 this week, which means that we're going to respond differently based on the fact that we are hopefully feeling karma free. This grand cross or grand square has finally broken apart. You can see that the sun has progressed. Thank goddess for that. Now there's still a T square going on between the three planets, Uranus, Pluto, and Black Lilith is a trigger there. However, with the sun out of this week you're going to find your life going faster and faster and faster because we're starting to feel our life let up. Remember, the sun is what we love. It is basically our life. And then this grand trine, this Black Lilith grand trine is still in effect, but because of Black Lilith being at step 14 and Saturn moving to step 12 at the end of the week, this is going to be a freeing, much more freeing grand trine, and this is going to be us rushing past like water rapids our old issues and probably finding ourselves emotionally in new issues. Well, let's dive in deep to your particular soul, but to do that we've got to take the ascension elevator up, so I'll see you upstairs at 33,000 feet.
Folks, this is your captain speaking. We realize you have a choice in the astrologers you choose to fly with, and we'd just like to thank you for flying with Christopher Witecki.
Namaste, Aquarius and Aquarius risings, and welcome to 33,000 feet for a bird's eye view of you. Well, the sun is in Libra, and Aquariuses are having to practice what they preach. You are stepping into your own belief structure and your own way of seeing things. And we talked about this last week about how you're kooky birds and you have kooky beliefs, and the world you don't believe would accept you. Well, this is the issue with your career. This is the issue with making money. This is the issue with feeling at peace in your mind, having no wars and no conflict. You have to live behind what you believe. If you do that, the world will move around you. The wrong impression of Aquarius is that you yourself are the stream. That's not true. I think you're the rock in the stream. Everyone has to go around you. You have to be unique, you have to be yourself, and we'll figure it out. Don't worry. And that forces you to be strong, of course, because you don't like conflict and you don't like to stick around on Earth when things get tense. So this week, we're moving into chapter 3 of the Sun in Aquarius, and this for you is your wisdom. This is what the collective conscious is. This is everything you've ever known. This is your personal truth, and your personal truth leads to life purpose, and that's what this is about, life purpose. What am I here for? What you believe is what you're here to do, and the two are aligned with what we call the midheaven in astrology. Now, the Sun in Libra will move from step 20 to step 26. That is master shui. That means you have to trust your feelings. You cannot be second-guessing your feelings and what they're telling you both. You have to have a good relationship with your feelings, and you have to stay aligned with the commitments you have to others, not step away and detach. Stay aligned and stay connected, because in Master Shui, it's never alone, even though it feels like it is. That's because every master is kind of holding their own point of light, and the Shui connects all of you. Saturn in Scorpio is saying a few things. One, when it comes to your career, the good news is the bad news is over. There's no more falling apart of things at this stage. You might decide to leave. You might have a radical departure, even though you thought you fought so hard to stay or something like that. But you're not going to have the old problems back. It's time to now gamble that it will never happen again. And you're thinking through this right now, although this is going to retrograde and come back again. Now, in the state of Cancer, this is a heebie-jeebie one. This is where you are trying to stay in the moment and listen to your feelings in the moment. A lot of Aquarius says cut, run, don't stick around, don't process their feelings. Black Lilith says you have to go ahead and just love and trust that the karma of illness and bad workplaces and all the things that happen on Earth basically will not happen again. And you have to give Earth a second try. Respond to life based on being karma-free, not based on having or being riddled with karma. And then Jupiter, whoops, come back Jupiter. Whoops, that's Saturn, sorry. Then Jupiter at step 19 is saying at the same time, you want to gamble for a new lifestyle, and you want to invest this new health right away into where you're going and growing. So go ahead and go for the new job, even though you just healed yourself. Or go ahead and go for the new job, even though you just finally paid off your braces. That sort of thing. Now, looking at the week, the slow-moving planets are as follows. Jupiter is saying time to love and trust your health and gamble on it. Go act on it. Go for it. Don't gamble in the sense of put your health at risk. But it's like, if you're feeling good, you should go ahead and get started on that big job. Like go ahead. Spend the health on something. Put your health, build right into the good lifestyle. Don't stop now. All right, and Saturn at 11 degrees is that integrity building with 11, and this is where you're drawing emotional boundaries between you and the career past, and you are remaining open for the career future. Uranus at 10 degrees is loving and trusting in your mind, not retrograding back into the old games, being ready to change your mind, trying to stay flexible with your mind, but having to trust your mind. Neptune in Pisces, this is where, when it comes to self-esteem, because this is all uncharted territory with your career, uncharted territory with tested beliefs, you have to just be very compassionate to yourself and forgiving about money and manifestation and value for now. You can't do everything at once. And Pluto at 9 degrees says the boogeyman is dead. You are moving ahead now with brand new faith. You've never done it before, again, but you are moving ahead. The old weeds are dead. If you are alive on the planet, you cleared out your weeds. That's the way Pluto has two options. You do what Pluto says or you die, and Pluto will never go through this space again while you're alive, so you'd be dead. Congratulations. But there's more to go. About 20 years. Pluto's very slow moving. Not to disappoint you. But feel good. The karma's gone. So on Sunday, it's sunny and cool for you. The moon is in your sign, and so emotions are, and ego are working together, and that's good news because you're having to kind of step up and get passionate about what you believe. You're trying to have to get your feelings behind your belief on Sunday. On Monday, Jupiter rules the day, and so now you want to go ahead and begin to explore with this belief structure, explore with this new openness to new thinking. But the moon crosses in Pisces, so there might be a money crisis, and you might have to step up right away and be self-nurturing to yourself, like we said. That might have to happen. And the same other thing you want to do is go ahead and open up to new investments of your time and soul capital, and new investments of your time in your exploration and investigations of things. So spend time in the library, spend time on Google, spend time on Wikipedia, spend time on WikiLeaks. I bet you already do. Then on Tuesday, the moon is still in Pisces, and it's a very productive day. Uranus rules the day. I think Aquariuses are feeling fantastic. Aquarius risings are as well. It's a triple threat, triple lightning bolt, quantum breakthrough, which means that everything could go wrong, actually, but it's a disguise for things to go right. So in this late stage, you just got to go with the flow. A lot of it is that self-compassion you just were tested on yesterday. Follow through with it. You, more than anyone, will see opportunity in the eyes of chaos. And that's what you want to act on like lightning on Tuesday. On Wednesday, the light bulb goes off, if not for you, for the world. Sometimes the world figures out you were right a day before. I love my Aquarius and Aquarius risings. They're always futuristic like me. I've got Jupiter in Aquarius, so I'm like honorary Aquarius from a past life. But Wednesday is about the light bulb going off, and it might be an idea for money or manifestation, and it might tie into belief and life purpose. So you might put money, manifestation, and life purpose all together on Wednesday. Now, for those of you who signed up for the free open house of the Guardian Agency, I just want to let you know I'm going to send you emails each day this week, and these emails will help you and remind you of everything I said in the horoscope. So you don't have to watch the whole horoscope again when you have GA, and you have it for free this week. So check it out. There's also extra videos in it that give extra coaching for each of the 12 signs. So on Wednesday, the light bulb goes off. On Thursday, there is a mental test. You will be mentally tested on Thursday, not to go apeshit. And the moon is what does that. So emotions trigger it. And this is the lead into the full moon. And really on Thursday, if there is going to be a full moon crisis, it might happen on Thursday. So watch your thoughts and watch how you think about your thoughts. Realize you are very emotional about your thoughts and respond differently to your thoughts. This is where I was saying when it comes to attitude and the way you think and innovate, you want to respond differently than the way you used to. Respond differently than even to your own thoughts, to yourself and within you. All right? That is, of course, leading to the breakthrough. At the end of the day, Venus rules. And so with this full moon and with the triggering and everything else, emotionally, the universe is trying to bring you to a state of mental peace and a state of peace about your beliefs and your life purpose. And on Thursday, between the light bulb and Thursday, this is where you'll begin to, I think, come clear on life purpose if you haven't, or a big clue will come. On Friday, Neptune rules the day, and the moon is now very full. It's getting to the edge of the transit. This now is a tug of war between beliefs on the one hand and attitude on the other. And so it might be a big attitude that leads to a breakthrough in beliefs, or a huge belief that leads to a breakdown in attitude. But the two are ping-ponging off each other. This is what I meant in the open of the show, where your throat chakra and your root chakra get into a conflict. Well, in your case, very much so, you could very much get into a fight with someone else that really represents a fight about yourself and what you believe. And so just be careful about that. Watch your tongue. But we'll text you if you're watched over, and we'll email you if you're getting the free week. And you want to just follow the video I'm putting out on releasing under the full moon, because you might need to release something verbally, write things down, burn it, that sort of thing on Friday. Then on Saturday, this is when you actually are going to commit. Is no matter what drama you went through Thursday and Friday, on Saturday there is a commitment going on to you, to yourself, to what you believe. And the moon in Taurus now does ground you significantly and make you want to nest and rest. So this weekend will be a heavy weekend of wanting to sleep and recharge and replace the water in your body. And what you're doing, of course, behind the scenes of that is you're deciding and committing to what your heart truly believes in. Now, taking a sneak peek at next week, the following week, Mercury goes into retrograde on Monday the 28th. That's probably the biggest headline. Showers on Tuesday, and then down the rabbit hole in Scorpio on Wednesday. That is next week in a nutshell. And you Aquarius will be happy to know that I'm cutting the budget around here and cannot afford to send the Ascension elevator down. So we're going to do a very simple thing, and I ask you to please put your parachute on, and I will see you at the bottom. At the bottom, you will find out about your next Serious Joy toy, a toy designed to get you through the week. See you there. Bye.
At Soulmart.me, we have prices and specials worth jumping for. Like the Guardian Agency, our digital network that'll watch over you through email 7 days a week, 7 times a day. Come join our free open house next week. Just navigate to Soulmart.me. While you're there, fill out your date of birth and email address in our custom form, and you'll get 7 days free. No credit card required to sign up. Come on down. And while you're there, you might want to also check out the Orbits Report and Jupiter Gets Emotional. Now just $11.11 for a limited time and for immediate download. At Soulmart.me, mind, body, and soul improvement. Parachute not included.
Hello, Aquas and Aqua Risings. Welcome back. It's time for your Serious Joy toy, a toy in your mind, something to play with in your mind that will get you through the week and help you break into the quantum intentions that astrology is trying to lead you to anyways. So last week it was to assign historical library to clean the code. Remember in the very first week we said look for spy code on your hard drive, like look for the code in your head that's you running other people's belief and you running other people's dogma. So then I said I'd like you to please find a historical librarian to now clean all the code. In other words, to figure out where did this come from and where did that come, these things I believe in. I picked that up in Russia, I picked that up here, I picked that up from my mother, that sort of thing. So you're basically examining for this week's Serious Joy Toy, which is the one that is seriously fun to do. It's time for you to write a rough draft of the Constitution of My USA. Now, if you are in the guardian agency trial period, you're going to know what the My USA is. It is the My United States of Awareness, which is this idea of United States of an inner Congress inside of us. And that's what I work on, is developing our inner Congress so that we are United States of Awareness. So what is your Constitution like of your United States of Awareness? What are your bills of rights? What are you guaranteed? That's what I'd like you to play with your Serious Joy Toy this week. All right, Aqua, that's all I have. I will see you in 7 days. Thank you for watching. Until then, live, love, be.
TV.
Hello, my brothers and sisters, and welcome back to the most loving space on the internet. And you know what? It's Friday. It's finally Friday, and we got a whole bunch of content. That's right. No, we don't. What am I talking about?